1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yep.
Yep. All right, Steve, I'll just go for like 20 seconds and we'll hit a commercial right away. Okay. Looking good? Looking good. We always look good here. All right, guys, Jason Zaleski here. Matt Dickinson on the camera. Steve Maves producing now. Steve and I will switch spots here a little bit later. We are live at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. It is Dairyland League championship game here today with the visiting Marshfield Chaparrals and the home Everest Merchants, and you are watching the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available right now at grassland.com. Let's take a quick check with Grassland. We'll be back with Everest manager Tom Fish right after this. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. All right, back here to Jack Hackman as we continue our Grassland Dairy pregame show. Again, Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available now at grassland.com. And right on cue, we get Everest Merchant Manager Tom Fish. Tom, thanks for joining us here in the Grassland Dairy pregame show. It was you or it was somebody walking in and said, man, that 2 months went really fast. And it did. So before we talk about this game, just tell us about your season, thoughts on it as you reflect back on 2020.
Sure. You want me to hold this?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
The season kind of started slow, with everything being backed up with the lockdown and stuff, so we weren't sure if we were going to have a season or not. But once we, decided that we were going to have it, it came together really nicely, and we tried to get as many games in as we could, and ended up with, I think, 12 or 13 games, but we did the best we could with what we had, and we're glad to be still playing today.
Absolutely. So go ahead. You can hang out. They can hear me. So you played 4 games against these guys. You won the one game that mattered, though, right?
Yep.
And so you clinched home field, but turned out halfway through your season, no home field. That all kind of fell through. But just go back to being that number 1 team in the conference and being able to host this championship game.
Sure. I mean, it's a credit to our players. I mean, we got a really good group of kids that are coming in every game. Obviously, this year, it's different because you got everybody showing up to every game because you don't have 25 games,
Right.
So you got your guys are there showing up. So I think when we have all of our guys here, we're a tough team to beat, and that's why we're hosting the championship game this week.
Yeah. Now remind me, did you lose anybody to Northwoods or elsewhere during the season?
Our shortstop, Jace Bauman.
Jace, that's what I knew. I thought there was one.
He went to the Woodchucks, and then we lost Brandon Kranz with the opt-out for COVID. So
yeah, and you got a guy in Florida.
And we got a guy in Florida. Yep.
Who's probably watching right now.
Yeah,
say hi to Corey if you want to.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, so that's kind of that's a baseball season here in amateur baseball, especially in central Wisconsin with, a couple of those Northwoods teams right here. How do you as a manager kind of keep steering the ship and keep it pointed forward when those things change during the season?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to what the end goal is to play baseball. So if we can get our minds off of all that other stuff and focus on just playing baseball, that's how the ship keeps going forward. Focus on the game.
How do you rate your team coming in today to today's game? Maybe even compared to a few weeks ago.
Oh, I think we're ready. We're gonna come ready to play. Our lineup's starting to click a little bit. We got guys falling into place right at the right time here, end of the year.
Aside from having a better seed up in Spooner or Hayward, what else do you want to get out of today's game?
I mean, just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weather. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna play baseball. Put a smile on people's faces. That's the goal.
There you go. All right. Well, you have a packed house here in Hackman. I'll let you go join the team. Thanks a lot. Good luck today. All right, guys. We'll keep it right here just for a moment as we continue our Grassland Dairy pregame show. We look at Chaparrals behind us. There's Big Poppy over there getting ready. Victor Gonzalez, one of the fan favorites here at Hackman, has been all year long. Actually, he's one of the road favorites too. He shows up on there. He's kind of a celebrity everywhere he goes. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Highlights of this game coming tonight on Facebook first at Zaleski Sports. And then next broadcast, actually, we've got a full week. It's an interesting week, but it is a full week. Myself and Brandon Berg will go down to Whitterfield on Tuesday for Wisconsin Rapids and Plover 19U baseball doubleheader. First pitch there at 5:30. And then Zaleski Sports is the exclusive. That means it's the only place, aside from being in Spooner and Hayward, that you can watch every Dairyland League game live. You can watch one, you can watch all 11, or you can watch none. Those are the choices. If you want to watch any of those games from the comfort of wherever you are now, the only place is right here at Zaleski Sports. That all starts on Friday, and the tournament continues on Saturday with championship day scheduled for Sunday. The seed meeting is tomorrow. The WBA commissioners and directors will get together and decide seeds. Winner of this game will have a lot to do with whether you get a bye on Friday. 4 of the 12 teams get a bye on Friday. Everybody else plays, and then everybody that's still left in the single elimination format will play on Saturday. So we will go from 8 to 4 to 2 all on Saturday, and then the championship game on Sunday in the Wisconsin Baseball Association. Very much look forward to that. And a little bit, I don't know, breaking news is the wrong category for this. How about this, though, an update as we look forward to high school fall sports. Just firmed up over the weekend, Zaleski Sports is the official broadcast partner of all Marshfield Senior High athletics. We will bring you everything that they will give us in the fall. How's that sound? With football, tennis, volleyball, swimming. We'll give you some highlights of golf and cross country and some other stuff too. We're very much looking forward to our new relationship with Marshfield Senior High. Zaleski Sports is already the official broadcast partner of Columbus Catholic, and we think a couple more announcements coming up here during the week, but we'll give those to you as we can. You can read right now at ZaleskiSports.com. Coach Chris DeSmit, Steve DeSmit, what's his first name? Brandon DeSmit, I was close. Named the new boys varsity basketball coach over at Loyal. You can read about that right now at ZaleskiSports.com. We'll check the Fitbit here, and I'll tell you 12 minutes left before first pitch, and just a couple minutes left before we will chat with Marshfield Chaparral manager Luke Wirtz. You are watching the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available now at grassland.com. Steve, hit us up with Grassland. We hope when we get back, shortly thereafter anyway, we'll be with Marshfield manager Luke Wirtz. Be back in 30 seconds. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. I'm ready. All right, back here to Jack Hackman Field in the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available now at grassland.com. And again, gang, every time I go to Grassland, everybody's smiling, happy faces, having a good time while they're either putting in their work, getting ready for, or leaving. And that looks to me like a great combination over at Grassland. And if that's the kind of employment you're looking for, Grassland is conveniently located right here in central Wisconsin. And again, you can find those positions right now at grassland.com. Jack Hackman Field today in about 10 minutes. First pitch is the place for the Dairyland Conference Baseball Championship here between the home Everest Merchants and the visiting Marshfield Chaparrals. Everest kind of left in a lurch during the middle of the season. They thought they were going to have a home field over at Everest High School. Everest High School decided that was not in their best interest. So we are here as Everest is the home team on the home field of the Marshfield Chaparrals. That's just how that's going to work. And then regardless of today's finish, both teams will head up to Hayward and Spooner for the WBA State Tournament beginning on Friday. Winner here will have a better seed than the loser, and perhaps winner here gets a first round bye on Friday. That's what both of these teams are hoping for as they roll into that tournament. Conference directors will have the seed meeting tomorrow afternoon, and we'll have results first at ZaleskySports.com, as Zaleski Sports is the exclusive broadcast partner of the Wisconsin Baseball Association. So, looking forward to a good one here today. I believe, Steve, that Marshfield is actually 3-1 on the season against these guys. 2-1. They played 3 times? Okay. For some reason I thought they played 4, but they're 2-1, but the one game they lost was the conference game. So because of that, Everest is regular season Dairyland Conference champions and hosting this game here today as the 1 seed, and they hope to perhaps even retain a 1 seed or at least a top 4 seed coming into the WBA tournament. Again, that all begins on Friday afternoon. We'll have 4 games for you on Friday, another 6 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. 11 games in total, broadcast only here at Zaleski Sports. We're looking very much forward to that one as we continue our Grassland Dairy pregame show. We'll take a peek behind me and see manager Luke Wirtz still doling out infield ground balls. He'll be over here in just a couple minutes. See if I can remember everybody that Chaparrals just signed. To give my own memory test here. Cole Hediger, Bobby Pills will be joining the team in time for this weekend's tournament. And we are told Trent Wobeking, formerly from the Medford Moondogs, will join the Marshfield Chaparrals here in short order as well. So 3 new Chaparrals, as we saw 3 Chaparrals depart the team just last week. Donovan Brandel and Ethan Peters are now Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. And Cade Lancourt is now a Kalamazoo, what do we say there? Growler. He's been a Kalamazoo Growler. I think he's actually played in 1 game as a Kalamazoo Growler. So 3 of those guys left for the Northwoods League. Jace Bauman from Everest was signed by the Woodchucks. Gosh, that seems like a month ago already. It was a while ago. But everybody is missing players for one reason or another. But they've all sent their best up here today. We're expecting a really good game. Weather is good. It's great for us. We don't have to do a whole lot of running around. But as I pulled into the parking lot at 11:30, we were 82 and probably about 70% humidity. It's warm and muggy. There is a breeze coming directly south to north, pulling that humid air from the southern part of our country this way. But the breeze is there, so we'll take solace in a little bit of breeze to cool us off and cool these players off as well as we see Luke Wirt's going to head into the dugout just one last moment. So Steve will check in with Grassland Dairy one more time and be back with Chaparrals manager Luke Wirtz. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. All right, again, back here to Jack Hackman Field. Everest Merchants hosting the Marshfield Chaparrals Dairyland League Conference Championship game here today. We had expected a Chaparral manager and player Luke Wirtz. Luke busy prepping his team for a potential championship here today. So we won't be able to talk to Luke, but we will wrap up the show. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Matt Dickinson on the camera today. Steve Maves will be along after this next commercial break to bring you play-by-play. He'll bring you the call today of the Dairyland League Championship game here. Again, the home Everest Merchants, the visiting Marshfield Chaparrals, playing in Marshfield. We will wrap up our Grassland Dairy pregame show as we've got, look at this. Luke is sprinting to our location. We'll keep him just for 10 seconds. As we don't want to bother him here too much. we were all ready to move on without you, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. So, all right, real quick, Luke. We know you got starting lineups coming out here soon. By the way, John Bulow on the bases, Alex Bartman calling balls and strikes today. The season's all culminated to this. The ramifications of a win here gives you obviously a better shot at a good seed this coming weekend. What else are you trying to get accomplished in this game here today?
Just get guys in a groove and get them used to some good pitching. We know Everest has good pitching. Obviously, one of the reasons they're going to state. So, letting the guys, see some good velocity, see some good breaking balls, try to, prepare themselves for what we're going to see Friday or Saturday.
Everest had one head to the Woodchucks Northwoods League. Jace Bauman at shortstop. You had three. We just recapped that for our audience here today. So a little bit of team gelling's got to take place here in kind of quick order.
Yeah, for the most part, it's a lot of the same guys, but we're gonna have some different pitchers and different guys that are gonna have to throw and step up for us. We got Caleb on the mound. He's a good pitcher. He's right up with those guys that left. So I expect him to have a good game for us today and get a start. But I just don't want to tire him out too much, knowing that we got a game next weekend. But yeah, a little bit of team gelling. We got a new guy. He played Legion all year, and he was going to play for the Chaps until the 19U, but now he's here today. He's back. He's playing right field for us, Cole Hediger. So he's a familiar face with us, and in the area, a guy from Neilsville. Other than that, not a whole lot of new guys that are starting for us today. We did pick up Trent Wabaking, who will have to gel with us for the state tournament, the kid from Medford. So, a few new faces here and there, and some old familiar guys too.
Sounds good. Good luck today, man. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you. All right, we'll thank Marshfield player manager Luke Wirtz for stopping by the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Just when we run him off, he comes sprinting in like a white stallion into the battlefield there. And he was our hero here today. So thanks to Grassland for providing our pregame show. We'll hear from more of our game sponsors here today. Steve will give us one more Grassland, and then Steve Maves will be on the call in just a moment. We'll be back. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield as we get you ready for the 2020 Dairyland League championship game here on this hot, humid Sunday afternoon in Marshfield as we go through our Grassland Dairy starting lineups. First for the visiting Marshfield Chaparrals. Batting first and on the mound, Caleb Kromenacher. Batting second, left field, Isaiah Byrel. Batting third and doing the DHing, Luke Wirtz. He's hitting for right fielder Cole Hediger. Batting fourth at first base, Victor Gonzalez. Batting fifth at second, Jason Kurth. Batting sixth and behind the plate, Sean O'Connell. Batting seventh in center field, Nate McDonald. Batting eighth at third base, Luis Rivera. Batting ninth at shortstop is Will Lee, and they are, of course, coached by Luke Wirtz. And now for the Everest Merchants, head coached by Tom Fish. We'll go through their starting lineups after the national anthem when we get back to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield, Championship Sunday. Back to Marshfield right after this.
Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neillsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient rood furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Back to Jack Hackman Field. Beautiful national anthem as it has been done all year long. Finishing up with our Grassland Dairy starting lineups for the Everest Merchants. They are going to be in the field to begin things. They are the home team playing here in Marshfield. Batting first at shortstop, Sam Nielsen. Batting second at second base, Heinrich Walder. Batting third in right field, Ryan Hubacek. Batting fourth at first base, Josh Nielsen. Batting fifth at third base, Brock Warren. Batting sixth and doing the DHing, Matt Witter. He is DHing for pitcher John Bresky. Batting seventh in left field, Connor Langben. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Logan Langben. And batting ninth in center field is Wade Farmer. Umpires for this afternoon's game, Alex Bartman behind the plate. Which helps us tremendously cool things down a little bit. First pitch is going to be a little after 1 o'clock as the defensive alignment we'll give you in just a moment. Marshfield 2-1 against Everest this year. The opening game of the season They beat them. Marshfield beat Everest. They beat them back on June 17th. That's a game that I did. And then on 3 weeks ago, the Merchants in comeback fashion got a win over the Chaparrals here in Marshfield. That is why the Merchants are the home team here this afternoon. Thanks everyone for tuning in your comfort of your air-conditioned house as we get ready with Caleb Kromenacher, the pitcher this afternoon for the Chaparrals, batting .386 on the year. Kromenacher, Byral, and Wirtz. Steve Maves alongside Jason Zaleski and Matt Dickinson here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield for the 2020 Dairyland League Championship game, and they'll be going up against John Bresky to start here this afternoon. First offering to Kromenacher is misses outside. First pitch at 103, 83 degrees with 70% humidity here in Marshfield. The 1-0 in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 386 on the year, 27 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 12 RBIs, and 21 runs scored. And the 1-1. Off speed in there for a strike. Quickly 1-2. John Bresky works fast out of the stretch every time. Comes set, looks in. Back on the 1-2. And bounces in there. Nice stop back there by Logan Langben, and it's 2-2. 320 down the lines here at Hackman. 367 to the gaps and 385 to dead center field. Bresky comes set and goes back on the 2-2. Swung out and missed, and there is a leadoff strikeout. Kromenacher down via the strikeout. 1 up and 1 down for the Chaparrals. And now Isaiah Byral, 433 on the year, 13 hits, and 12 runs scored for the Chaparrals left fielder. Again, both teams have already qualified for the WBA state tournament next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They are looking to avoid to have to play on Friday. First one misses to Byral. We'll be up there all weekend with you. Spooner and Hayward, the locations of the state tournament this year. The 1-0. Right at the letters for a strike, 1-1. Everest knocking off Medford last week. A very quick game. The 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. Chaparrals with our batter now, our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game, knocking off Whittlesey in convincing fashion last week. A high chopper over to third. That's Warren. Across, high throw, and in time for out number 2. 2 up and 2 now for Luke Wirtz. 311 on the year. 5 doubles, 15 driven in for player manager Luke Wirtz in the DH spot this afternoon. Bresky fires in there for a strike. Victor Gonzalez on deck. Wind picks up just a little bit on the 0-1, which is comfortable for us. That one misses just outside, 1-1. As mentioned, first pitch at, was that 103, 83 degrees. As Jason mentioned in the pregame show, exactly at 70% humidity. And it's 2-1 now. An opportunity to talk to Everest manager Tom Fish and Luke Wirtz. The 2-1 misses low and away. 3-1. Al Lalacata, the third base coach, as he has been throughout the year. The 3-1 to Wirtz. Going to be lined into right field, right off the glove of Walder. And a 2-out single for Luke Wirtz. Right off the top of the glove of, where we got Warren here? Brock Warren. No, Walder, excuse me. Walder, Heinrich. Heinrich Walder at second base.
You got 2 out.
Runner at first and 2 outs for Victor Gonzalez. Victor on the year, 290. Had his first triple on Wednesday against Chippewa Falls. That was fouled back and zone 1. 18 hits on the year, a double, a triple, and a home run. 13 driven in. There's a strike. Gonzalez looks back and it's 0-2. Balls and 2 strikes to Victor Gonzalez. 18 on the year. Bresky fires back. 0-2, misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason Kurth on deck.
That was your job.
Give you the defensive alignment after this pitch. The 1-2 fouled to the Everest dugout. Connor Langben, Wade Farmer, and Ryan Hubacek from left to right for Everest. Brock Warren, Sam Nielsen, Heinrich Walder, and Josh Nielsen from third to first. Logan Langben catching for Bresky this afternoon. The 1-2 back. Bounces away, and Luke Wirtz will make his way down to second on the wild pitch. Good scoop out of the air by Nielsen. But on the, we'll give him a pass ball. And good read by Luke Wirtz, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. Deuces are wild early here in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Back to Gonzalez. Gonna be lined to first and snags it out of the air. Does Josh Nielsen to end the first inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We have played a half an inning. Marshfield nothing, and Everest coming up.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice of small, in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can also choose to get started here and finish at a 4-year, or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bottom of the first inning we go. Everest Merchants will send up Sam Nielsen, Heinrich Walder, Ryan Hubacek. Then Josh Nielsen, Brock Warren, Matt Witter, Connor Langben, Logan Langben, and Wade Farmer here this afternoon for Tom Fish and the Everest Merchants as they look to claim the championship here in 2020. They'll be going up against Caleb Kromenacher. Caleb, a staple for the Chaparrals team this year, as he was for the Rangers last year, the Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 Rangers. First offering to Sam Nielsen is in there for a strike. Caleb on the year, 2-0, 31 innings pitched, 21 hits given up, 9 runs, only 4 of them earned. The 0-1 to Sam, misses high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 11 walks, 43 strikeouts, 1.16 ERA. And the 1-1 going to be high chopped over the pitcher's mound and backhanded by Kurth and across in time. Beautiful stretch by Gonzalez and a great stretch by Gonzalez. Good throw by Kurth, and there's 1 up and 1 down. Gonzalez taking a quick timeout after they watered the field during during the Everest warm-ups. And there's a little pretty damp spot by second base, but first base is like a desert. And that's why Victor took a quick timeout. Had the dust come up in his face. First offering to Heinrich Walder is a strike. Swung at him, missed. Give you some team totals here. If I can figure out where I put them as a team. The Shaps with over 200 strikeouts on the year. 1-1. Caleb out of the windup. Going to be lifted to left. Back on it is Byral. Playable, easy play, and makes the catch for the out. Number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Ryan Hubacek. Ryan in right field tonight, this afternoon. Quickly 2 up and 2 down. 6 pitches thrown by Caleb Kromenacher so far. Give you the defensive alignment for Marshfield in just a moment if we can. First offering to Hubacek is in there for a strike. Isaiah Byral, Nate McDonald, Cole Hediger. Cole's first game of the summer for Marshfield. And the 0-1 to Hubacek. Bounces away, 1-1. Luis Rivera, Will Lee, Jason Kurth, Victor Gonzalez from third to first, and then Sean O'Connell behind the plate this afternoon for Caleb Kromenacher and the Chaparrals. 1 ball and 1 strike, and Kromenacher fires back. Breaking ball in there. Off-speed pitch for a strike, and it's 1-2. Josh Nielsen on deck. He made the nice snag on the line out by Victor in the top of the first inning. The 1-2. Misses high that time, 2-2. Congratulations out to Nathan Kromenacher. Graduation at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School this afternoon at 1 o'clock. The 2-2 bounced to third and into left field. And a 2-out single for Ryan Hubacek. And now Josh Nielsen, the first baseman. Nielsen bats right as the face covering right underneath his chin. Was wearing it during warm-ups, also wearing long sleeves. That's not quite sure. First offering to Hubacek is grounded to Lee at short and across, and not in time, and a wide throw by Will Lee, and give him a E6. Well, they'll give him a base hit. Now Brock Warren, the third baseman. 2 on, 2 out for the Everest Merchants third baseman. Kromenacher comes set and fires home. Right at the knees for a strike. Matt Witter on deck. Good crowd on hand. Plenty of time, plenty of room here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field on this hot, humid Sunday afternoon. The 0-1 chopped again. This one to Rivera at third and off his glove. And it's going to be an E5. Matt Witter now. So after 2 quick outs, a couple of singles and an error, and the bases are loaded for the Merchants' designated hitter. Matt Witter with Connor Langben on deck. Caleb wheels and deals in and out of the glove of Sean O'Connell. Again, selection show for the WBA State Tournament tomorrow. We'll have all those pairings for you at ZaleskiSports.com. Zaleski Sports on Facebook. The 1-0. Missed low, 2-0. Chaparrals will send up Kurth, O'Connell, and McDonald in the second. Still work to do here in the first. That one misses outside. 3-0 now. Driver's seat for Matt Witter. Kromenacher out of the windup on the 3-0 and walked him on 4 pitches. Give Witter an RBI. We looked at 4 balls, and Everest takes a 1-0 lead. All damage being done with 2 outs. RBI, or a 2-out single by Hubachek to left. Nielsen 1 to short. Warren a reach on an error, and then Matt Witter on 4 pitches reached first base. And now Connor Langben, the left fielder. Base is still loaded and 2 outs. And out of the windup again. And that one not quite, right off the foot of our home plate umpire Alex Bartman, luckily for Sean O'Connell and the Chaparrals. Kind of dug in the dirt and hit off of Bartman's right leg, right foot. To Lee, and gonna go across again and get him by a half a step to end the first inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left. We have played an inning complete. It's Everest 1, Marshfield nothing.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Top of the second inning we go. Jason Kurth to lead things off for the Chaparrals as John Bresky now with a 1-0 lead here in the lead here after an inning of play. Jason Kurth, Sean O'Connell, Nate Mcdonald. Kurth a .326 batting average, 15 hits, 7 driven in, 6 runs scored, and the first one in there from Bresky is a strike. Kurth made a nice play to retire Sam Nielsen to begin the first inning for Chaparrals defensively. That one's going to be fouled off. 0-2 quickly. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in on Facebook and on YouTube this afternoon. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Nice little cloud cover now, and had the catcher all twisted up. One and two to Jason Kurth. Going to be lifted up and out of play. Into the parking lot it goes, and it's 1-2. Parking lot pretty full here this afternoon, as the normal crowd in the third base area, third base bleachers, and there's a swing and a miss, and down goes Jason Kurth for strikeout number 2 by Bresky this afternoon. And now Sean O'Connell, the catcher. .218 on the year. A couple of doubles for Sean. Now it's going to be lifted up and out of play, and it's 0-1. Nate Mcdonald on deck. Wind blowing straight in from right field. Now it's going to be fouled at the plate. It's 0-2. Cools it down just enough for now. Hoping to move this game right along, as there's stuff on the horizon here in central Wisconsin. And the 0-2. Breaking ball again off of in and out of Langben's glove. And it's 1-2. Nate Mcdonald on deck, then Luis Rivera and Will Lee for Luke Wirtz and the Chaparrals. And the 1-2. And it hits him right off the back heel and lost him on a 1-2. Hit by pitch, and down to first goes Sean O'Connell. That is Sean's second hit by pitch of the year. And now back is Nate McDonald. Again, Nate got hurt back on July the 1st, trying to stretch out to first base. And he came back a couple weeks ago in an appearance. I believe that was the Merrill Rangers game he came back. I can look back and look at that, the first off. Is well known for. The 1-0 to Nate. Going to be chopped up the middle and into center field. And a 1-out single for Nate McDonald. Now Luis Rivera, the third baseman. 2 on and 1 out for Luis. .133 on the year. Not very many at-bats, just 17 for Luis. Now it's going to be fouled straight back. And kids go running. See a couple of them still on those bikes. I don't know if that's... But, I mean, that's also harder to do because you're on your bike and then you got to get off. And that one misses outside, 1-1.
Let's go in that humbug.
Yeah. They get baseballs had an opportunity to get a bike. I mean, that was going to be lifted into right field and going to be caught for out number 2 and over to third base. Tried to get him at second was Hubacek, and there's 2 away. So tried to pick him off at second. Got through the legs of Nielsen at short, and then Brock Warren, luckily right at third base. And now Will Lee with Caleb Kromenacher on deck, batting .141 on the year. Just 9 hits, a couple of doubles, 9 driven in. And Bresky comes set and fires home. Misses low for a ball. Merchants will send up Langben, Farmer, and Nielsen. Back to the top of the order right away. And the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Caleb Kromenacher on deck. He led things off in the first inning with a strikeout. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the second inning. Bresky goes home and bounces it in there for a ball. Everest with 8 players on their bench. Marshfield with 3 this afternoon. As mentioned, Donnie Brandel, Ethan Peters, now Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. That one's going to be fouled straight back into the netting, and it's 2-2. Cade Lancour, a Kalamazoo Growler. Rafters with the, as of last Monday, had the best record in the league at 21-9. That was going to be lined into left field. That was going to get down and bouncing into the chest of Connor Langben, and a 2-out single for Will Lee, and now the bases are loaded for the top of the order. And now Caleb Kromenacher, who led things off with a strikeout. As Tom Fish gives our home plate umpire Alex Spartman a couple of new baseballs. 3 on and 2 outs. See if the Chaparrals can find some magic here in the top of the order. O'Connell average speed at third, great speed at second and first for the Chaparrals. Put something in the green and might score 2. First offering to Caleb is a strike. Caleb at 386 on the year. 12 runs driven in. There's 2 big ones out there at second and third. And bounces away, and Sean O'Connell is going to come in and score, and the Chaparrals have tied it up here in the second inning. On a wild pitch, O'Connell comes in to score, and the runners advance, lead a second, Mcdonald to third. And we're all knotted up at 1. Bounced one right into the dirt and right over the glove of Logan Langben. 1-1 popped up and out of play. 1-2. Runners at second and third, Isaiah Byerl on deck. Bresky sets and goes on the 1-2 and misses outside for a ball. High and away. Caleb will be competing in his third year at UWSP in the spring already. The 2-2 going to be lined into center field. Back on it is Wade Farmer, and right to Wade to retire the side here in the second. A run on 2 hits and 2 left. We have played 1.5. It is now Marshfield 1, Everest 1.
Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Bottom of the second inning we go. Logan Langben, Wade Farmer, and Sam Nielsen for Everest here in the bottom of the second inning. All knotted up at 1 now after a wild pitch, scoring Sean O'Connell in the top of the second. Now it's going to be lifted right up behind us here and into the parking lot. And so 1 to Logan Langben. Our second inning sponsor after Logan's at-bat, Marshfield Country Club, the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt, and it's 0-2. Kromnacher out of the windup. Fires back and misses inside as Alex Bartman ducking out of the way. Sean O'Connell was able to snag it out of the air. Back on the 1-2. Right down the middle as there's a bullseye. Sports of Marshfield strikeout. Caleb's first of the afternoon, and there's 1 up and 1 down here in the second inning. Marshfield Country Club is located just west of Marshfield on County Road H. Enjoy 18 holes of golfing along the picturesque Yellow River. With golf available for all skill levels, Marshfield Country Club also has a full menu including burgers, sandwiches, and homemade pizza. Marshfield Country Club restaurant is also fun at night. Make your tea time now by visiting golfmcc.com as Kromnacher's going to pick it up, and it's going to roll foul. And there's a strike. Good talk by Sean O'Connell, Luis Rivera, and Caleb Kromnacher out there. Wade Farmer tried to sneak on with a bunt. Kromnacher move right there. Caleb loves to do that. Nathan loves to do that. Third baseman playing back. Wade Farmer, the center fielder. And And Caleb back. I believe Donovan Brandel started that game. It was 3-0 Chaparrals. They led 3-0 until the 6th inning. And then Everest scored 2 in the 6th and then came back and scored 2 in the top of the 9th to win that one 4-3. Swung on a miss, and another bullseye Sports from Marshfield strikeouts. And Caleb Kromenacher with 2 quick strikeouts here in the 2nd inning. And now back to the top of the order in Sam Nielsen, who grounded out to Jason Kurth to lead things off in the 1st inning. Marshfield will send up Byral, Wirtz, and Gonzalez in the 3rd inning. Kromenacher comes set. In there for a strike. Heinrich Walder on deck. We get a score from Miller Park in just a moment. That was going to be grounded to Lee at short. Plays down the 2nd hop. Across and in time to end the 2nd inning. Good clean inning for Caleb Kromenacher. We've played 2 complete. It is the Chaparrals 1 and Everest 1. Back to Hackman after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Are we good? Oh, okay. Top of the 3rd inning we go. Isaiah Byral to lead things off for the Chaparrals. Looks at a ball outside. Byral, Wirtz, and Gonzalez here in the 3rd for Marshfield. Able to tie it up in the 2nd inning. 1-0 misses low and away. Good eye by Isaiah. He had a couple of doubles in their last game against the Whittlesea Reds. 2 runs scored. There's a strike right at the knees. So last game against Whittlesea, he walked, had a run scored, hit by a pitch, singled, RBI single, double, and RBI single in the 8th inning in the win over Whittlesea last Sunday. High chopper over to 2nd. That's Heinrich Walder, and across, not in time. Infield single by Isaiah Byral. Couldn't have chopped it into the ground much harder or much higher than Isaiah just did there. That is a tough play for anybody at second base, especially with the speed of Isaiah Byral. 1 on, nobody out here in the 3rd inning. Luke Wirtz now, he's singled into right field his first time up, right off the glove of Walder. First one right at the letters for a strike to Luke. Victor Gonzalez on deck. The 0-1 now. Popped up, right field line and out of play. As Nick Barnes retrieves it for the Merchants. Give you an analysis of Josh Nielsen in just a minute at first base. The 0-2 misses high and in. So a couple of different reasons, or a couple of different benefits, I guess. Josh Nielsen wearing a mask or face mask at first base. That was going to be the wind carried that one crazily and foul. Nielsen might have had an opportunity, but the wind just pushed it even further. But yeah, with Nielsen wearing a mask, obviously for reasons, but helps with the dust intake as well. The 1-2 lifted into left. Back is Langben, and that one is going to be caught in foul territory, and there's one away. Hoping that the wind would take it even more, but not quite enough. And got just underneath it. He gave it a drive, or gave it a ride, but with the wind blowing straight in from right field, and now from left to right, that had not much of a chance. And good run out there by Connor Langben. Now Victor Gonzalez, who lined out to Nielsen in the first. That one misses high and away for a ball. Jason Kurth on deck. And that was going to be fouled straight back. One ball and one strike to Victor Gonzalez. And the 1-1. Going to be driven to center field. Back on it. Long run for Farmer. And again, the wind just killing the ball. Victor gave it another ride, and there's two away. Get it up high enough, and the wind just kills it up in the air. You saw it right away. Wade Farmer with the crack of the bat backed up a couple steps and saw that it wasn't gonna keep drifting, and it's another fly out for Victor Gonzalez. Now Jason Kurth, who struck out in the second inning. First one misses outside. Let's even give you a speed of wind here from handy dandy weather app. And the 1-0. Chopped at the plate and foul. Right off of Jason Kurth. Blowing south at 13, but get some bigger gusts. The 1-1 now. Sean O'Connell on deck.
Runner!
And there goes the runner, and that was going to be lined into left field. A great hit and run by the Chaparrals. Beautifully done by Jason Kurth. And now Sean O'Connell, who was hit by a pitch and scored the lone run for the Chaparrals. Couldn't have done it much better than that. Viral was running, and with the runner stealing, Sam Nielsen went to go cover second, and Jason Kurth put it right where Sam Nielsen was. 2 on, 2 out for Sean O'Connell. Good speed at second for the Chaparrals. That was going to be lined weakly to third to Brock Warren to end the third inning. No runs on a pair of hits. The Chaps leave 2. We have played 2.5. It is 1-1 from Hackman.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield en Avenida South Central y Calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México. Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana, la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bottom of the third inning we go. Badger Title looking for a full service title insurance company. Badger Title is the place to be. Badger Title offers extension closing services, title insurance, letter reports, construction disbursements, and more. Give Cheryl Swantis a call today for your real estate service needs at 715-389-2900. Badger Title today. As the bottom of the third inning we go, Everest Merchants will send up 2, 3, and 4. That is Heinrich Walder, Ryan Hubachek, and Sam Nielsen in the third inning as we await Sean O'Connell to get his gear on and whatnot. Score from Miller Park in Milwaukee as the Brewers try and salvage at least a game. Salvage at least a game from the Reds this afternoon. It was 1-0. Yep, still 1-0. Brandon Woodruff near 40 pitches already in the second inning. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Heinrich Walder to lead things off. He flew out to Viral to in the second inning, and Will Lee cuts that one off, but a leadoff single for Heinrich. And now Ryan Hubachek, who singled and scored in the first inning. One on and nobody out. A lot of good this afternoon. If you're going to stay in, watch us here this afternoon. Enjoy the entirety of this game. Squares to bunt as Hubachek and pulls it back for a ball. And then finish off the PGA Championship this afternoon on TV, playing out on the West Coast. So the final grouping will, I think the champion will be crowned at about 8 o'clock our time. Prime time PGA Championship from Harding Park in San Francisco. The 1-0 from Kromenacher. And that one's fouled at the plate. Check swing and fouled it.
Now you're loose. You got to show what you got to offer before you can go right in.
1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the third inning. Josh Nielsen on deck. Kromenacher sets. Looks at the runner and fires home. 1-1. Just missed a little high and away. 2-1. Of course, the Masters taking place in mid-November this year from Augusta National in Georgia. The 2-1. High and in, 3-1.
Let's go 2-0.
One on and nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Everest scored 1 in the first. Shaps came back and tied in the second. And goes back. Popped up on the infield. Foul territory. Long run for Luis. And lets it fall, and it's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Hubachek. Three balls, 2 strikes. Josh Nielsen, then Brock Warren here in the third inning for the Merchants. The payoff. Popped up behind home. Sean O'Connell back towards the fencing, and he makes the catch. Good play by Sean O'Connell to retire the number 3 hitter, Ryan Hubachek. One up now one away for Josh Nielsen, who singled, and was left stranded at third in the first. One away for Nielsen, the first baseman for the Merchants here this afternoon. Kromenacher out of the stretch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Brock Warren on deck. 2020 Dairyland League Championship game here this afternoon from Jack Hackman Field, as the Everest Merchants are the home team as they had the better seed, but due to field unavailability, Everest had to play here this afternoon as the home team. A big swing and a miss way out in front and over the top, and it's 0-2. We'll have 19U baseball for you on Tuesday from historic Whitterfield in Wisconsin Rapids, as the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers will take on the Plover Baseball Club. Jason Zaleski and Brandon Berg headed down to Wisconsin Rapids before the trek next weekend. Time called by O'Connell, Bartman, and Nielsen as the dust storm doesn't elude them, hits them right in the batter's box area. The 0-2 to Josh. Fouled back and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. We'll have all 11 WBA state tournament games for you right here at Zaleski Sports. 4 on Friday. I don't know why I said Tuesday. 4 on Friday, 6 on Saturday, and the championship game on Sunday from Spooner and Hayward all weekend. Swung out and missed, and another Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout for Caleb Kromenacher, and there's 2-way here in the 3rd inning. Strikeout number 3 for Caleb. And now Brock Warren reached on an error in the 1st inning. Always having a good time here at Hackman. People trying to stay out of the sun in the third base grandstand area. I believe Shappy was giving away freeze pops. Yeah. 1-0 coming back to Brock Warren. And there goes the runner. Throw down to second, high throw, and not in time. Luckily for Will Lee, Jason Kurth was standing up right behind him. Off throw, and 2-0 count now to Brock Warren, with Heinrich Walder at second base in scoring position now with 2 outs. Two balls and no strikes. Kromenacher comes set and fires home. Going to be lined into center field. McDonald coming in on it. He's got to back up. They're going to send Walden from third, and he will come in and score. An RBI single for Brock Warren. And the Merchants take a 2-1 lead here in the 3rd inning. And now Matt Witter, that stolen base much bigger for Heinrich Walder, as he was able to score on the base hit to center field. And fires home. Going to be grounded to second, and they're going to get the out at second to retire the side in the 3rd. A run on a couple hits. Everest leaves 1. We've played 3 complete. It is now Everest 2, Marshfield 1.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neilsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy efficient rood furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Mcdonald laid things off. He singled and was left stranded at third in the second inning. For the Chaparrals, Mcdonald, Rivera, and Lee. For the Chaparrals here in the fourth inning. That was going to be fouled straight back. It's 0-1. McDonald singled on the second pitch that he saw. Steps off as Alex Bartman's got to go back and retrieve it. No balls and one strike to Nate McDonald, just 188 on the year coming in. Again, hasn't played, I think, a total of 6 games. That was going to be popped up to Langben and left. Connor drifts to the foul line for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down for Luis Rivera. Luis flew out to right field in the second inning. Will Lee on deck. Again, the winner of this one will have a better shot at having a bye on Friday night in the WBA state tournament. Again, 4 games on Friday. Start with 12 teams, 16 teams. That's going to be popped up to shallow right. Long run for Hubacek, and that one's going to drop in front of him for a 1-out single. Kind of right off the handle. Right off the handle by Rivera. And now Will Lee with a runner at first and 1 out. We have 12 teams or 16? 12 teams. 12 teams in the... Oh, yeah. 4 byes on Friday. 4 games on Friday as well. 6 games on Saturday. Championship on Sunday. In their first strike. Saw the Osseo Merchants. Speaking of teams that Chaps have lost to this year. The Osseo Merchants, they're taking on Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks this afternoon. And Will Lee gets hit. And now there's 2 in scoring position. Or, excuse me, 2 on, 1 in scoring position. Back to the top of the order. Chaps just 3 losses on the year, 15-3 on the season. Lost back-to-back games to Osseo and Everest, the 2 Merchants teams. And then blew a lead to the Wapaka Lakemen a couple of weeks ago. And a 2-1 extra inning loss. That was going to be bunted down the third base line and foul. Hit it perfectly where Brock Warren was too far behind third base. Now communicating with his first baseman, Josh Nielsen. 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Chaparrals trail 2-1 here in the 2020 Dairyland League Championship game as Caleb looks at ball low and away. Donovan Brandel will be in his 2nd year at UW-Whitewater. Ethan Peters, his 3rd at Loris. Now it's going to be fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Nathan will be joining brother Caleb at UWSP in the fall, along with former teammate at Lincoln High School and the Post 9 Rangers, Tyler Byer. Now it's going to be popped up and hits the top of the stands and out of play. 1-2. So a lot of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders making the short trip to UWSP to play for the Pointers. The 1-2 to Caleb. Going to be right over and over the head of the second baseman Walder, and they're going to send Rivera, and he is stuck, and it gets by the catcher Langben, and Luis Rivera will come in and score. Luis was in no man's land between third and home, And the throw from second base was off the mark to Logan Langben. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. Give Caleb a single. Luis scoring on the E4. And now there's two in scoring position for Isaiah Byral. And only one out here in the fourth inning. A tough play for Heinrich Walder, and Will Lee was stuck between first and second. Luckily for Lee, Hubacek wasn't playing far enough in right to make a play. It's 0-1 to Isaiah Byral. We've seen that on the wild pitch that scored O'Connell. Now we saw it on the errant throw. Just spike it into the ground, and that was over the head. And Isaiah Byral gets hit. Isaiah, another base runner for the Chaparrals, and the bases are loaded with one out for Luke Wirtz, who has singled and flown out, as Tom Fish will come out and talk to John Bresky. Huh? Oh, all right, we'll be back to Hackman right after this.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back to Hackman Field. Luke Wirtz looks at a ball inside. Bases loaded and only one out here in the fourth inning. Bresky fires back. That one almost gets away, and it's 2-0. Good snag by Logan Langben. 2 balls and no strikes. Victor Gonzalez on deck. Bresky comes set. Good speed on the base pass for the Chaparrals. Right at the knees for a strike. 2-1. Three on, one out here in the top of the fourth inning. 2-2 in the fourth. Offer to Wirtz, and that hits him. And a hit by pitch run scored for the Chaparrals, and they take the lead. 3-2 here in the fourth. And that will do it for John Bresky here this afternoon. Tom Fish, player manager, coming in to throw for the Everest Merchants. We'll have the pitching change when we come back.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice of small, in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can also choose to get started here and finish at a 4-year, or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Hackman Field. Pitching change, as we had thought. Tom Fish now in to throw for the Everest Merchants. He comes in to face Victor Gonzalez. Bases loaded, one out, as John Bresky had hit 3 of the previous 4 hitters. First offering from Tom is misses high for a ball. Fish came in relief on June the 17th in their matchup against the Chaparrals. And the 1-0 to Victor. Swung on, fouled into the mitt. Wanted all of it. Got a little bit of it. Tom came in the in relief of Tommy Alston in that ball game. Give you his final stat line of that great outing. Popped up to right and gonna make the call, make the catch. And Kromenacher tags from third and will hold up right there. 2-way here in the fourth. So in relief that evening, Fish came in through 4 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts that night for the Merchants. And now Jason Kurth, strikeout and a single. And the offering to Jason is in there for a strike. Give you the final stat line for Bresky. As soon as this inning finalizes, the 3 runners are his responsibility. Fish comes set. And the 0-1. Missed high for a ball. If Kurth gets it anywhere in the green, there's great speed on the base pass for the Chaparrals. They lead 3-2 here in the top of the fourth. Fish wheels and deals. Fouled back into the netting, and it's 1-2. Sean O'Connell on deck. Kurth a strikeout in the second, a single, and was left stranded with 2 outs in the third. Fish with 3 on. Fires on the 1-2 and misses high for a ball. 2-2 now. Kromenacher from third, Byrel from second, Wirtz from first. 2-2 coming back. Fish out of the stretch. And got him looking to end the fourth inning. Got out of the jam. Chaparrals score 2, leave 3. We've played 3.5. It's Chaparrals 3 and Everest 2.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Bottom of the fourth inning we go. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technology has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations of all, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be by your complete office technology solution. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Merchants. Connor Langben, Logan Langben, and Wade Farmer for Everest here in the fourth inning. We'll see what Caleb Kromenacher can do now with a 1-run lead. As first offering from Caleb is a ball, misses low. Connor grounded out to Will Lee to end the first inning. Going to be grounded over to Kromenacher and flips it over to Gonzalez for the first out. 1 up and 1 down for Logan Langben. Game just over an hour old here this afternoon already. here in our 2020 Dairyland League Championship game. The number 1 seed Everest Merchants, number 2 seed Marshfield Chaparrals. Shap's only loss this year is to the aforementioned Everest Merchants. Going to be grounded over to short. Will Lee plays it. And across, and high throw was Victor Gonzalez able to snag it out with his right hand for out number 2. Steve Maves alongside Jason Selesky and Matt Dickinson here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field. Hot, humid, a little breezy, which helps. Here on the 9th day of August. Fires home, does Kromenacher right at the knees for a strike to Wade Farmer, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. Join us next weekend for the WBA State Tournament. Wisconsin Baseball Association. These two teams will be there. Just a matter of when they play. The 0-2. And just missed outside. Have a good argument, whoever wins this afternoon, on a bye on Friday. The 1-2. Knuckled foul, and it's remains 1-2. 4 byes on Friday, 4 games on Friday. Single elimination next weekend in Spooner and Hayward. And the 1-2. Going to be lifted to left. Isaiah Byral drifting over to his right and making the catch to retire the side. A nice quick 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Kromenacher and the Chaparrals. We have played 4 complete. Chaps lead 3-2.
Stay comfortable all year round with Custom Heating and Cooling of Neillsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient rood furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes.
5th inning we go. 5th inning we go. Sean O'Connell, Nate Mcdonald, and Luis Rivera for the Chaps here in the 5th. Sean today a hit by pitch, one of 4 hit by pitches that John Bresky had today. Got a relief by Tom Fish, and this one's going to be grounded over to Walder at 2nd, and a 1 up and 1 down. For Nate McDonald, a single and a flyout this afternoon for Nate. Nate again got hurt back on July the 1st against the Pittsville River Bandits. Trying to beat out a infield single and reached out to first with his right leg, and the knee buckled, the ankle buckled, and he was able to walk off under his own power, but came back a couple weeks ago. And that one is high and in. Nate ducking out of the way. Getting some grief from his dugout saying, wear it. Yeah, okay. Fastball right at the head. Yeah, I don't think so. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Luis Rivera on deck. Fish out of the windup. Misses high to Nate. 2-1. So John Bresky's final line went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and a pair of strikeouts, and 4 hit by pitches. Popped up, first base side. Over on it is Josh Nielsen, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th. The Merchants will have the top of their lineup due up in their half of the 5th inning. Again, Everest, the home team, as they were the higher seed, but the city, was it the city or the county didn't allow them to, the school, oh yeah, they were playing right at DC Everest High School, and they, with everything obviously, unable to play a home game this year and still have the record that they have in the number 1 seed in the Dairyland League tournament. Rivera looks at strike 2. Will Lee on deck. Will's had a nice afternoon at the plate anyway. That one misses high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tom Fish fires back. Foul back. Went a little 3/4 arm there, did Tom. And now it's going to be popped up, same side. And Nielsen will track it down and end the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Chaps still lead 3-2.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Tire Town Auto is our inning sponsor. It's a winning play every day at Tire Town Auto with 24-hour towing and complete auto service. Tire Town Auto on the roundabout on South Central Avenue in Marshfield, and at 715-389-2909. That is 715-389-2909 to get you back on the winning side with Tire Town Auto. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Back to the top of the order for the Everest Merchants. Sam Nielsen, Heinrich Walder, and Ryan Hubacek for Everest here this afternoon in the 5th inning. Everest scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third. Chaps have scored 1 in the second and 2 in the fourth. That's been the scoring this afternoon as the Chaps lead 3-2. First offering to from Kromenacher misses high. Nielsen this afternoon 0 for 2, a couple of groundouts on his batting line. Now it's going to be lined into right field, and a leadoff single for Sam Nielsen. One on and nobody out for the Merchants. Heinrich Walder, a single and a run scored in the third. Kromenacher comes set, looks at his runner as Jason Kurth yells to Sean O'Connell that Nielsen's going to be going. Dancing at first, squares the butt, pops it up. Sean O'Connell diving and can't make the play. Sean O'Connell giving it all here this afternoon. Tough play as that one drifted further and further toward the fencing, and it's 0-1. Ryan Hubacek on deck. Runner at first and nobody out. Hubacek, Nielsen, Warren, Witter if we continue here in the 5th inning. Halfway through the ball game here this afternoon. 3-2 Chaparrals. Kromenacher comes set. Luis Rivera charges from third and offers out the strike and misses. And it's 0-2 now. As Sam Nielsen calls time. Sean O'Connell throwing behind him a little bit. Nielsen needed time like Rivera did back in the first inning. 0-2 to Heinrich Walder. Kromenacher comes set, takes a deep breath, and fires home. Breaking ball chopped to Kromenacher, and they're going to go to second for one. Across to first in time, not in time. Heinrich Walder just getting back. Close play at first. Good play by Kromenacher and Will Lee. And there's one away here in the fifth inning. Great play by Kromenacher to Lee. Almost got him at first. Close play for the first out. And now Ryan Hubacek, who has single scored and popped out. Walder stole a base back in the third inning, and Kim Rowan has scored. Breaking ball off-speed pitch misses for a ball. Runner at first and one out. Good infield in that play, especially by Caleb Kromenacher to get it barehanded pretty much. Get the out at second. Big swing and a miss. You know, your hitting coach usually tells you, keep your head in, keep your head on the ball. Ryan Hubacek was looking at the third base grandstands on that monster swing. He was not looking at the ball. The 1-1. And called a strike. And it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the fifth inning. Kromenacher shakes one off, gets the second one he likes, looks at runner Walder, who has a 1.5 lead at first. Back in the 1-2. Fouled at the plate. Staying alive, 1-2 now. Josh Nielsen on deck. Again, wind blowing straight in from right field, or right center field where the flag is standing. Knock everything down for the outfielders. And the 1-2. Sets and fires. And misses. 2-2 now to Ryan Hubacek. Again, no defensive changes yet for either team except for the pitcher for Everest. You got Byro, Mcdonald, and Hediger from left to right in the outfield for the Shafts. The 2-2, and it hits him, and he's gonna stay right here. Leaned into it, did Ryan Hubacek. He was making his way down to first base. He was making his way down to first base as the ball was coming in. And counts as a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count with runner at first and 1 out. Hubacek gives a big grin to his dugout. The 3-2 coming back. Sets and fires. Foul back. Right off the post, and ball boy will come out and retrieve it. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2 Chaparrals. Chaparrals with 7 hits. The Merchants with 5 as the Hood Pen trying to egg their pitcher on here. The payoff coming back and fires home. And got him looking, and there are 2 away here in the 5th inning. That's a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout, and that is strikeout number 4 for Caleb Kromenacher. And now Josh Nielsen, a single and a strikeout. Heinrich Walder stands at first. Two away here in the bottom of the fifth. Kromenacher comes set and fires home. That one's going to be a weakly hit to first. Victor Gonzalez will retire the side, take it himself, and end the fifth inning. No runs on a hit. Merchants leave one. We've played 5. Shaps lead 3-2.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Sixth inning we go, as the Shaps will send up Will Lee, Caleb Kromenacher, and Isaiah Byral here in the 6th against Tom Fish, who came in relief in the 4th inning. Will Lee tonight, or this afternoon, a single. Was left stranded at second, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 4th inning. So Will having one of his best outings from the plate on the year this afternoon from the number 9 spot. Tom Fish out of the windup. First offering way behind the fastball for a strike. Will Lee's first look at Tom Fish this afternoon. And back on the 0-1. A little off speed there and looks at strike 2. So blows a fastball by him and then comes back with a off-speed pitch. And the 0-2 to Will Lee. Going to be grounded over to short. That's Nielsen, and it eats him up at short and across, not in time, and it gets by. And Will Lee will stay right at first base as he made the turn to second and smartly got back to first. Because if you make that left-hand turn, they can come back and tag you. And so Will Lee reaches on an E6. You could just see the ball at Sam Nielsen's feet. Kicked up the dust and dirt, and Sam couldn't find it right away and tried to rush his throw to first right past Josh Nielsen. And there's a runner at first and nobody out for Caleb Kromenacher. Caleb tonight, strikeout, fielder's choice, or a strikeout, fly out, a single. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Isaiah Byral on deck. The Shaps on their bench have Caleb Heinen, Al Alicata, and Hunter Corger. Pickoff attempt to Lee and not in time. And Alex Bartman behind the plate. John Below on the base paths. Pickoff attempt not in time. No balls and a strike to Caleb Kromenacher, the pitcher for the Shaps here this afternoon. Pitching an inning on Wednesday against the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks. And that one's right down the line. Into the corner it goes. Will Lee from first to third. Kromenacher will slide into second, and he'll be out at second. But Will Lee from first to third on the hit. Good throw out there by Ryan Hubachek to gun down Caleb Kromenacher at second. A 9-6 putout for out number 1. And that's just a tough single to turn into a double right down the right field line. But advancing his runner, Will Lee, all the way to third as Tom Fish tells his infield to play in. Chaparrals lead 3-2, runner at third and 1 out for Isaiah Byral. a ground out, a single, and has been hit by a pitch. And that one misses low for a ball. Runner at third and one out. Luke Wirtz on deck. Chaparrals lead 3-2 as we play in the top of the sixth inning. 2020 Dairyland League Championship game here this afternoon from beautiful Jack Hackman Field. 1-0, high chopper to third and foul, and right past third base coach Al Alicata. Again, both teams have already qualified for the state the state tournament. Now it's just a matter of seeding, and that seeding meeting takes place tomorrow on who might get to play or might get the bye on Friday night. And the 1-1 to Isaiah misses high. Isaiah, a big part of the win last week against Whittlesea. Everest took down Medford in convincing fashion. The 2-1 to Byrell in there for a strike, 2-2. Chaps have left 8 runners on already through 5 innings, including the bases loaded in the 4th. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, had him guessing, and there's a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout. Tom Fish's second strikeout of his outing. And there's 2 away for Luke Wirtz. Mixed up his pitches tremendously to Tom Fish there. Fastball, off speed, came back again with the fastball and had him guessing on the 2-2 pitch and blew a fastball by him. Now Luke Wirtz, the designated hitter, checked his swing in there for a strike anyway. This afternoon, Luke has singled, popped out, and has been hit by a pitch. I guess he didn't pop out, that fly out to left. Flew out to foul territory and left. The 0-1 to Luke. Right at the knees for a strike. 0-2 now. Everest will send up Warren, Witter, and Langben in the bottom of the 6th. Victor Gonzalez awaits his turn on deck, hoping for his turn. Lee leads from third, and Fish fires back. Popped up, foul territory, and this one drifts out of play. Right off the top of the fence. How about that? Yeah, impressive. 0-2 to Luke Wirtz, designated hitter this afternoon for right fielder Cole Hediger. Tom Fish trying to get out of the inning. And the 0-2. And misses high and in for a ball. Leadoff error, allowing Will Lee to reach first. He went from first to third on the single by Caleb Kromnacher. Caleb was thrown out at second from Ryan Hubachek in right. And then a strikeout to Isaiah Byrell. The 1-2 to Wirtz. High chopper to third. Plays it on the hop across the diamond. Picked at first and in time. And off, and Josh Nielsen able to pick it out of the ground to end the 6th inning. No runs on a hit, an error, and 1 left. We've played 5.5. Chaparrals 3, Everest 2.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Brought to you by Scotty's Pizza. Hit a home run with Scotty's Pizza of Marshfield. Drunken chicken, bacon, broccoli, and cheese, and BLT are just some of the specialty favorites at Scotty's. Scotty's Pizza of Marshfield. If I didn't back out of that. Scotty's Pizza of Marshfield is ready for you now at 715-384-8118 to hook you up with delivery, carry out, and dine in. Scotty's Pizza of Marshfield at 715 384-8118 and on Facebook right now. Merchants will send up Warren, Witter, and Langben here in their half of the 6th inning. Brock Warren has reached on an error, an RBI single in the 3rd inning as the wind picks up just a bit here in Marshfield. Clouds continue to thicken up just a tad. Caleb Kromenacher back out there for his 6th inning of work. Giving up a couple of runs, 5 hits. Shaps with just 1 error, and that was in the 1st inning from Luis Rivera. Brock Warren, a good night, afternoon as well from the plate. Has been on base twice. First one misses high and in. Reached on an error in the 1st. RBI single in the 3rd. Kromenacher fires home. Going to be chopped to Lee at short. Plays on the 2nd hop. And high throw and in and out of the glove, and another error by the Chaparrals. Runner at first and nobody out for Matt Witter. Talked him right into it. Said how great or how good they were playing in the field, and Will Lee overthrows Victor Gonzalez at first, and Brock Warren has reached a couple times via the error, has been on base 3 times. Matt Witter grounds that one into right field. And 2 on and nobody out for Everest here in the 6th inning. Now Connor Langben, a couple of ground outs. Ground out to Will Lee in the 1st to end the 1st, and ground out to Caleb Kromenacher to start the 4th inning. Runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out. Kromenacher, and that was going to be bunted right in front of home, right in front of the pitcher's mound. Gets the out at 1st. Good bunt, good execution by Connor Langben as both runners advance on the sacrifice 1-3 bunt. And there's one away for Logan Langben, who has struck out and grounded out. Have said it quite a bit the last number of years. A lost art, as Connor Langben just showed off that lost art of getting a bunt down and not for a base hit. Advance your runners with less than 2 outs and have an opportunity for your teammates to drive them in. That one misses low for a ball. Obviously the bunt not really a factor anymore in base or in Major League Baseball. Pitchers aren't hitting DH in NL and AL, and the position players don't seem to want to bunt. The 2-0 swung on and missed, and if they try to bunt, they can't get it down. It's quite something. I mean, professional baseball players that don't know how to bunt. The 2-1. Going to be grounded to Lee at short. And through his legs! And coming in to score will be Brock Warren, and we are all tied up here in the 6th. E6 for the Shaps here again. And now Wade Farmer with runners at the corners. And 1 out. Wade, a strikeout and a flyout. Langben leads from first. Big swing and a miss. Sam Nielsen on deck. All tied up here in the 6th inning. Chaparrals have left 9 runners on. Everest with 5 so far. Through 5 innings. Left the bases loaded in the 1st. Witter leads from 3rd. Langben from 1st. Nielsen on deck. That's Sam Nielsen on deck. Kromenacher trying to eliminate the base runners here. The 0-1 to Wade Farmer. Foul back. 0-2 now. News from Harding Park in San Francisco. Tiger Woods finished with a Finished with a fourth round 67 to finish at -1, his best round of the tournament. The 0-2. Foul back. Remains 0-2 to Wade Farmer. Runners at the corners, 1 out. The 0-2 coming back from Kromenacher. And it hits him. And right on that front foot. And Farmer getting up slowly. But there's a few sins of baseball. Walking the number 9 hitter. Hitting a guy on a 0-2 count. Especially the number 9 hitter. And now to the top of the order. With Sam Nielsen. Singled and was erased on a ground out in the 5th. Bases are loaded and 1 out. Corner infielders playing slightly in. Gonzalez and Rivera. Lee and Kurth. Middle infielders playing back for the double play. Going to be grounded over to Lee. And steps on second across. In time! And we erase the base runners to end the 6th inning. Tough slide at second, and we will come back for the 7th inning in Marshfield. No runs across, or 1 run across in the 6th. We've played 6 complete. It is 3-3.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Top of the 7th inning we go. Victor Gonzalez, Jason Kurth, and Sean O'Connell for the Chaparrals. Make sure that base runner Wade Farmer is all right. He got hit in the foot while batting and then took what seemed possibly like a knee to the forehead, but everybody's all right. Everybody able to get up and walk away from the hard slide by Farmer, but a beautiful job done by Will Lee after his 2 errors in the inning to get the 6-3 double play to end the inning. Only a run across. It was unearned. And Everest left 2 in the 6th. Tom Fish waiting for his waiting for his catcher Logan Langben as the throw down to second as we continue here in the 7th. 2020 Dairyland League Championship game. Wouldn't expect much else from these 2 ball clubs. Marshfield took games 1 and 2 in non-league play, and then a couple of weeks ago, right here at Hackman, in comeback fashion, the Merchants took down the Chaparrals in the lone league loss for Marshfield. Victor Gonzalez to lead things off, 0 for 3 this afternoon for Victor. Looks at strike 1 from Tom Fish. He was Tom's first batter in the 4th inning. A line out to first. A couple of flyouts for Victor this afternoon. Big swing and a miss. Had him out in front, and it's 0-2. Jason Kurth on deck. Jason looking for a little bit of a pick-me-up after his outing so far this afternoon from the plate. The 0-2 to Victor. Popped up, foul territory, long run for Logan Langben, and into the fence, and falls into the fencing. 0-2 stays for Victor Gonzalez. Victor, the first baseman for Marshfield, as Donnie Brandel is no longer a Chaparral, made his way not too far from his home in Rudolph to become a Wisconsin Rapids Rafter. The 0-2 to Victor Gonzalez from Tom Fish. And fouled back, staying alive in and out of the glove of Logan Langben. Again, no defensive changes, except for on the mound for either team so far. And that lone defensive change came in the fourth. The 0-2 going to be popped up center field. Wade Farmer, long run, and makes the catch. Again, he popped it up, and then the wind just blew it in, and a good read by Wade Farmer to collect the first out. And now Jason Kurth, a couple of strikeouts and a single. He struck out looking to end the fourth inning with the bases loaded. Nobody on, one out for Kurth, the second baseman this afternoon. Going to be grounded over to first, backhanded, and now to Walder at second, and Tom Fish comes over to cover first for the second out. The 4-1 put out. Don't see that very often, but Sean O'Connell now hit by a pitch. He scored in the second. A pop out, or a weak pop out to third, and a ground out. And Sean's at bats this afternoon. Tom Fish wheels and deals with Nate Mcdonald on deck. Sean looks at strike one. Again, we've got 19U baseball for you on Tuesday. Wisconsin Rapids Rangers popped up and out of play 0-2. And the Plover Baseball Club. Doubleheader starting at 5:30 at historic Whitterfield. The 0-2 from O'Connell, or to O'Connell. Popped up and out of play again. Fish goes to that three-quarter release. Couple of games last Monday from Whitterfield, Rangers and Stevens Point. A doubleheader that got done within less than 4 hours. The 0-2 fouled back again. A 5-2 win for Wisconsin Rapids in Game 1, and then a 1-0 win for Wisconsin Rapids in Game 2 that the lone run came in the first inning. Sped right by. Nathan Kronacher pitched in that game. In the second game, the 1-0 win. And the 0-2. Fouled back, staying alive is Sean O'Connell. Nate McDonald on deck, then Luis Rivera if we continue here in the seventh inning. Sun not much of a factor here right now in the seventh inning. Clouds have covered over. And that one's going to be grounded over to Walder. Played it right before it got to the grass. And that will end the seventh inning. Time to get up and stretch here at Jack Hackman Field. To the bottom of the seventh we go. It is all knotted up at 3.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bottom of the seventh inning we go. Everest will send up 2, 3, and 4 here in the seventh inning And our 7th inning brought to you by Wisconsin Homes. Discover Wisconsin Homes, better homes, simpler process. During the last 50-plus years, Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. The mission at Wisconsin Homes is to provide a consumer customized house that is built strong, efficient, and faster than traditional building practices. Learn more at wisconsinhomesinc.com. Heinrich Walder, Ryan Hubacek, and Josh Nielsen here in the 7th for the Merchants, going up against Caleb Kromnacher in the Chaparrals. 1 run for Everest in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 6th. Chaps scored a 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, and have left 9 runners on. Everest with 7 on so far. Now going to be a lined foul down the left field line for 0-1 to Heinrich Walder. A flyout single, scored a run, and reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th. And now it's going to be grounded into left field. A leadoff single for Heinrich Walder. He's been on base 3 times tonight. Now Ryan Hubacek, who has singled and scored, popped out and struck out looking in the 5th inning. Runner at first and nobody out here in the 7th inning for Everest. The winner of this game will most likely get a bye on Friday, but that is to be determined. Stay tuned to Zaleski Sports on Facebook, ZaleskiSports.com. We'll have all the seeds and pairings after the meeting tomorrow. That one misses low, 2-0. Josh Nielsen on deck. Chaps a little short on pitching. Hunter Korger went 8 innings on Wednesday. Caleb Kromnacher trying to give him as many innings as they can this afternoon. 2-0, misses low, 3-0. Josh Nielsen on deck, then Brock Warren. All knotted up at 3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Caleb comes set and goes back 3-0 and lost him. Now 2 on and nobody out for Josh Nielsen. Single, strikeout, and a ground out for the Merchants first baseman. Kromnacher with 2 on and nobody out. Sets and fires, squares the bunt, gets it down right in front of home plate, and time is called. And hit it twice. Called immediately by base umpire John Bilo. That is the, don't want to say luxury, but that's the nice thing about having 2 umpires, as we have seen, or that we saw during the 18U Fast Pitch League at the Marshfield Fairgrounds, as tough to have just 1 umpire behind the plate and make all the calls, but the gentlemen that were there all summer long did the best they could where they were located, and as many games as they had. 0-1 to Josh Nielsen. Tried to bunt his way on. Play small ball here with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kromnacher sets, looks, and fires. Squares the bunt again, pops it up, and Kromnacher dives and makes the catch. And there's 1 away. What a catch by Caleb Kromnacher coming off the mound, diving down the right field line, right into the base pass, and makes the catch for out number 1. What a job by Caleb Kromnacher. Popped it up, and falling off of the pitcher's mound with a right-handed pitcher, able to come off and sprint his way with the speed that Caleb's got, lay out to make the diving catch. What a play. by Caleb Kromenacher. Now Brock Warren, who's been on base 3 times, a couple of errors, a RBI single in the 3rd, and he scored in the 6th inning. Time still called as we wait. Ryan Hubacek getting some dirt out of his shoe. Matt Witter on deck. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Caleb takes a deep breath. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Shaps will send up 7, 8, 9 in their half of the 8th. And the 0-1 from Kromenacher. Breaking ball misses inside. Had him twisting out of the way, and it's 1-1. Again, Brock reached on an error in the 1st, RBI single in the 3rd, error in the 6th, and came around to score in the 6th inning. And the 1-1. Going to be high chopper to Will Lee at short. To Kurth at second. Across to first, spikes into the ground, and reaching on a fielder's choice is Brock Warren. 2 away here in the 7th inning for Matt Witter. Matt walked on 4 pitches in the 1st. He drove in a run after that walk. Ground out in the 3rd to end the 3rd, and singled in the 6th, was left stranded at 3rd. Popped up, foul territory, long run for Luis Rivera, and that one's going to fall out of play for a strike. Connor Langbeen on deck. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. And fires back in the 0-1. Nice job by Sean O'Connell, and it's 1-1. Talked about some of Sean's plays this afternoon and effort that he gives. Obviously, catching every pitch that comes in and playing behind the plate is not an easy task. Jason Kurth will flip it over to Victor Gonzalez to end the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, and Everest leaves 2. We have played 7, all netted up at 3.
Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Nate Mcdonald lead things off here in the 8th inning for the Chaparrals. Nate, a single in the 2nd, a flyout, and a couple of flyouts. That was going to be high chopper to 3rd and just foul. McDonald, Rivera, and Lee for the Chaps here in the 8th. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Closing in on 2 hours here this afternoon. The 0-1 to McDonald. And fouled out of play into the parking lot. It's 0-2. The way the first 3.5 innings went, it seemed like we would be here all afternoon, but knock on wood that, I mean, it's still tied. The 0-2 to Fish, or from Fish, and fouled back again, 0-2. Again, the winner will have a good case to make tomorrow in the seeding meeting for a Friday night bye in the WBA state tournament. We'll be there all weekend long, starting on Friday. The 0-2 misses inside for a ball. 4 games on Friday, 2 from Spooner, 2 from Hayward. Then all day on Saturday, starting at noon, we believe. The 1-2 misses outside. But again, we'll have all the pairings, the whole schedule for you at ZaleskiSports.com sometime tomorrow afternoon. After the meetings commence, the 2-2 to Nate. And missed inside, 3-2. Luis Rivera on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter here for the Shaps in the 8th. The payoff. And missed inside. What an at-bat for Nate Mcdonald. And a leadoff walk. Nate is known, I mean, for as long as Nate has been playing for the Chaparrals, he has been mostly their leadoff hitter. And now that he was sidelined for about a month for the Shaps, come back and get at bats wherever he can. Pick-off attempt to first, not in time. Luis Rivera at the plate now. Flown out, singled and scored in the 4th, and popped out in the 5th. Again, Nate's with great speed. Doesn't like to stand on first base much. Tom Fish was not even on the mound, and Nate was leading off of first base. And the offering to Luis. Squares the bunt, gets it down. Nicely done by Luis Rivera. Throw to first, and got him at first base. Good job by Luis, sacrificing him over, and there's one away. Talked about the lost art earlier on, but these two teams have done a great job so far getting the important bunts down. And now Will Lee, who has singled, was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th inning, reached on an error and was left stranded in the 6th. McDonald with great speed from second. Caleb Kromenacher on deck. We're all knotted up at 3 here in the top of the 8th. Swung on and missed. He was behind 0-2 in the 6th inning when he grounded over to Nielsen at short and was able to get to first on the errant throw. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Behind on the fastball again. Tom Fish not messing around here with the bottom of the order. Runner at second, that's Nate McDonald with 1 out. Fish out of the stretch. Comes set. Wheels and deals. And that one gets away from Langben. And McDonald will reach third with 1 out. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Will Lee at the plate. Only 1 out. The infield plays in. Kromenacher on deck. Warren, Nielsen, Walder, Nielsen. Fish back on the 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind us here, not a play. Lands in the only grassy area in the whole in the whole parking lot. The 1-2 back from Tom Fish to Will Lee. Sets and fires. And misses inside and hit him. Right on the elbow. And a hit by pitch. And now Caleb Kromenacher with runners at the corners. With 1 out. There's some barking, as they said Will Lee put his elbow out, but he got as close and as small as he could to get out of the way. And now Caleb Kromenacher, strikeout, flyout, single, couple of singles. Was thrown out at second in his last at-bat. First offering to Caleb, gets the bunt down the first base line, and past Tom Fish, and Kromenacker's coming in to score. Nate McDonald comes in to score. RBI bunt single for Caleb Kromenacker. What a job by Caleb Kromenacker on the bunt. Great read by Nate McDonald, and the Chaparrals take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 8th. Tom Fish came off the mound to try and field it, but it hopped right over his glove. And now Isaiah Byral. 2 on, 1 out. Chaps lead 4-3 after a leadoff walk by Nate McDonald. First one into Isaiah is a strike. All started with that fantastic at-bat by Nate McDonald. He was behind 1-2, fought off a couple pitches, and was able to walk. Got to second on the sacrifice bunt by Rivera. Reached third on a wild pitch. Now it's going to be high chopper to third. That's Brock Warren. Across and in time, got Byral by half a step. Two-way now for Luke Wirtz. Again, small ball can't be talked about enough. Can't be praised enough. Luis Rivera with the bunt. Will Lee got hit by a pitch, and then an RBI bunt single by Caleb Kromenacker here in the 8th. Luke Wirtz, a single, a pop-out, hit by a pitch, and a ground out. 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. Luke looks at strike 1. Victor Gonzalez on deck. The Merchants will send up 7, 8, and 9 in their half of the 8th inning. Tom Fish comes set. Looks, long look, and fires. Breaking ball misses high for a ball. 1-1. Just give you a score update from Miller Park after in the next half inning. Fish comes back to Wirtz. Misses low and in. 2-1. I'm going to give you an update right now. 2-1 Reds in the top of the 6th inning. Brent Suter throwing for the Brewers. 2-1 coming back to Luke Wirtz with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs. Fish comes set. Looks and fires. Going to be line to third. Brock Warren picks it across and in time to retire Wirtz. But the Chaparrals score 1 on a hit. They leave 2. We have played 7.5. It is now Chaparrals 4, Merchants 3.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Bottom of the 8th inning we go. Connor Langben, Logan Langben, Wade Farmer for the Everest Merchants here this afternoon. As you take a quick look at John Beal and Alex Bartman, home plate and base umpires here this afternoon. Langben with a ground out, 3 ground outs actually. Had a ground out in the first, ground out in the 4th, a sacrifice bunt in the 6th inning. The left fielder for the Everest Merchants here this afternoon. Again, not much, no defensive substitutions except for the pitcher for the Merchants, and that was in the 4th inning. Other than that, nothing going for either side defensive change-wise. 1-0 to Connor Langben. Kromenacker back out there for his 8th inning of work. That one's going to be fouled off. And onto the path back there. 1-1 now. Logan Langben on deck. Caleb gets what he likes on the 1-1. Wheels and deals in their first strike. 4 strikeouts for Caleb here this afternoon. Looking for number 5. The 1-2 coming back. Out of the windup. Off speed, a breaking ball didn't break, and it's 2-2. So again, we got Byrel, McDonald, Hettinger from left to right, Rivera, Lee, Kurth, Gonzalez from third to first. The 2-2 misses inside, 3-2. Sean O'Connell still behind the plate for Caleb Kromenacher here this afternoon. They announced the final season attendance record. We'll have that for you in a moment. 3-2. And got him looking right at the knees. And that is another Bullseye Sports from Marshfield strikeout for strikeout number 5 for Caleb Kromenacher. One away here in the 8th inning. And now Logan Langben, who has struck out, grounded out, and reached on an error. Hunter Corker warming up for the Shaps. First offering to Langben is in there for a strike. Wade Farmer on deck, and then back to the top of the order. Either way, the Merchants will have that top half of their order due up either in the rest of this inning or in the 9th. Popped up, shallow infield. Wade Farmer with the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 outs for Wade Farmer, who has struck out, flown out, and was hit by a pitch on that on his heel, and then was in that tussle at second base on the double play. Sam Nielsen on deck. The Shaps will send up Gonzalez, Kurth, and O'Connell in the 9th. First offering from Kromenacher to Farmer. Going to be hit sharply to Kurth at second. Plays it in his body, and that will end the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played 8. It's the Chaparrals 4, Merchants 3.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes.
Top of the 9th inning we go. The Shaps will send out Victor Gonzalez, Jason Kurth, and Sean O'Connell. And with that, we bring you our Alan Johnson play of the game. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Alan Johnson is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Marshfield. Call 715-207-6047 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Alan Johnson's State Farm on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Couple of plays of the game, both by the same individual, Caleb Kromenacher. A diving catch on a bunt attempt by Josh Nielsen in the 7th inning, and then a bunt RBI single, scoring Nate McDonald in the last half, or in the last inning for the Chaparrals, and they lead 4-3 here in the 9th inning. The 0-1 from Tom Fish to Victor Gonzalez, a big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Also with that, been a lot of good defensive plays, and the double play by Will Lee right up there as well to get out of the 6th inning. 0-2 to Victor Gonzalez. Steps off as Alex Bartman's got a, and as well as Logan Langben get the dust and sand out of their eyes. The 0-2. Going to be popped up left field. Over on it is Connor Langbent, drifting over to his right now. Long run, and able to track it down. And it's 1 up and 1 down. Long run, headed red, but again, getting it up in the air, getting it up in the wind, and drifting away. And long run for Connor Langbent for the first out. Now Jason Kurth, who has struck out a couple times, singled in the third, was left stranded and grounded out to second in the seventh. Kurth and then O'Connell. Offering from Fish. Misses high and in for a ball. The 1-0. Right at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Shaps have left 11 base runners on. The Merchants with 9. The 1-1 to Kurth. Breaking ball right at the below the knees for a strike. 1-2 now. Again, the Merchants will send up the top of their order in the 9th. Need 1 to tie. 2 to win so far, as of right now anyway. As Allen's fouled back. Staying alive, 1-2 with Sean O'Connell, then Nate Mcdonald if we continue here in the 9th. Again, both teams have already punched their ticket to the WBA state tournament. The 1-2. Going to be drilled to right. Long run for Hubacek. A diving catch, and he makes it. A diving attempt, Ryan Hubacek, and there's 2 away. Again, mentioned lots of great defensive plays here on both sides. And Hubacek showing off the leather there, and there's 2 away for Sean O'Connell. Again, both teams have already punched their ticket to the WBA state tournament. Now just a matter of seeding, and that meeting will take place tomorrow after all the league tournament games are finished up. There's a strike to O'Connell with Nate McDonald on deck. 4 games on Friday, 4 byes on Friday. 4 games Friday, 6 games Saturday. Championship at 1:30 on Sunday in Spooner. Popped up and out of play, and it's 0-2. And we will be there for all 11 games exclusively at ZaleskiSports.com where you're watching this one. We'll have majority, or was it 5 games here, 5 on the other channel, and the championship game right here. And the 0-2. Going to be popped up, foul territory, and out of play. So 11 games in total, 5 in Spooner, 5 in Hayward. Championship game in Spooner at 1:30 on Sunday afternoon. The 0-2 coming back to Sean O'Connell. Missed high and away. That's 1-2. All the action starting on Friday evening. Have the whole crew up there this upcoming weekend. The 1-2 from Tom Fish. Going to be high chopper behind the rubber, behind the mound, and overthrows it. And Sean O'Connell will reach first. That is another tough play. Should give him a single, I would believe. And a 2 out base runner for the Chaparrals. And now Nate McDonald, a single, a couple of pop outs, and a walk. Wow, that is a. They give him an error. I'm going to give him a single. That's a tough play for Sam Nielsen. And now Nate McDonald with runner at first and 2 outs. Fish comes set and fires to Nate. That one's going to be lined into left past the shortstop. Sam Nielsen tried to make the play. And now there's 2 on and 2 outs for Luis Rivera. Luis, a fly out, a single and a run scored in the 4th, a pop out and a sacrifice bunt. 11 hits for the Chaparrals this afternoon. 4 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Everest. Popped up and out of play, 0-1 to Luis Rivera. Will Lee on deck. Will's been on base 4 times this afternoon. Again, we have a 19U doubleheader for you on Tuesday from Whitterfield in Wisconsin Rapids. The Rangers, Wisconsin Rapids Rangers, taking on the Plover Baseball Club. First pitch at 5:30 of the doubleheader. Jason Zaleski along with Brandon Berg heading down to Whitter. The 0-1 to Luis. Popped up, foul territory, drifting and out of play. And it's 0-2 to Luis. And now we're looking for baseballs. No balls and 2 strikes to Luis Rivera. Chaparrals trying to get some insurance runs here in the 9th inning, as the top of the order for Everest will be up in the bottom of the 9th. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-2 count to Luis Rivera. Fish sets and fires. And looks at strike 3 to end the 9th inning. No runs, a pair of hits. Shaps leave 2 more. We have played 8.5. Last chance for the Merchants. It is Shaps 4, Merchants 3.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Bottom of the 9th inning we go. Sam Nielsen, Heinrich Walder, Ryan Hubacek, all to bat here in the bottom of the 9th for the for the Everest Merchants. That is 1, 2, and 3. Nielsen 1 for 4 on the afternoon. A couple of groundouts. We ground out in the 1st and 2nd. Singled in the 5th and grounded into a double play to end the 6th inning. Caleb Kromenacher out for inning number 9, as some defensive changes now for the Chaparrals, as Jason Kurth will move from second to short. Luis Rivera stays at third, and Luke Wirtz comes in to play second base. The rest of the outfield, as Cole Hediger is now out and Victor Gonzalez out to right field. First offering to Nielsen. In there for a strike. Hunter Korger, the new first baseman. And the 0-1. Going to be grounded right to Korger and plays it on a hop for out number 1. First opportunity, takes advantage, gets a friendly hop, and there's 1 up and 1 down. Again, Korger threw 8 innings on Wednesday in their win over the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks. Now taking his shot at first base. Heinrich Walder, fly out single, fielder's choice in a single. And his at-bats, breaking ball in there for a strike. As mentioned, the season attendance number 580,000 for the Chaparrals. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Kale getting a little groove here in the 9th. The 0-2 out of the windup. Fires home. Swing on and missed, and Kromenacher, another bullseye. Sports and Marshfield strikeout, and there's 2 away in the 9th. Strikeout number 6 for Caleb Kromenacher. Now Ryan Hubacek, a single, fly out, strikeout, and a walk. Chaparrals an out away from a Dairyland League Tournament Championship. First offering Going to be grounded over to Kurth and into left field. And a 2-out single for Ryan Hubacek. First one he saw went right after it. And now Josh Nielsen. Nielsen, a single, strikeout, ground out, and a pop out to Caleb Kromenacher. One on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th inning. 4-3 Chaparrals. Kromenacher sets and fires. Foul back, 0-1. Brock Warren on deck. Trying to avenge an earlier loss in league play to these Everest Merchants, which was a 4-3 loss back a couple weeks ago. Takes a deep breath, the 0-1. Going to be popped up, right center field. Victor Gonzalez settles under it, and the Chaparrals have won it here this afternoon over the Everest Merchants, 4-3. Caleb Kromenacher goes 9, gives up 3 runs in a victory here this afternoon. The Chaparrals are 2020 Dairyland League Tournament champions for this season. We'll be back with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, talk to Luke Wirtz, and our players of the game back to Jack Hackman right after this.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150, and so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, setting in the stores, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta, Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Okay. All right, you got me here? Yep, good. All right, here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, Luke, we'll start with you. A baseball season it's fun, right? And you should have fun. You're out here to have fun, all that kind of stuff. But there's a time for business, and you guys were all about business here today.
Yeah, it's always going to be a tough matchup, and obviously conference championships, we're both teams are here for a reason. Both teams are very good ball clubs, deep pitching staffs, a lot of depth on defense and at the plate. So we knew it was going to be a battle. We played them tight every game this year against them. So we knew coming into it, this is going to be the type of games that we're going to play. The rest of the way. State's going to be the same way. It's going to be more competitive games. A lot of good pitchers on the mound that we're going to see. So it's a great game. I'm glad we came out with a win. This puts us in a good position going into the weekend.
Small ball, or you call it bunting, getting the runners over, however you can. Again, different than a fun game. You've been a part of some of those 10-run games this year, or games where we're just having a great time. But this was, this is a more strategy in this one. Get the bunt down, move the runners over. How do you grade your guys' performance here on that today?
We executed a lot of great bunts today. Luis had a great sacrifice bunt that led to a run. Caleb, the same thing, had a great bunt for a base hit that could have been a sacrifice also, but he ended up getting on. So it was a clean performance at the plate and trying to manufacture runs. On a day where wind's blowing straight in, we're not going to be hitting a lot of doubles. Neither team is. So you got to find a way to scratch runs however you can. And when guys are in scoring position, we got to get them in. Congratulations on the league championship. We'll see you this weekend. We'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Caleb Kromenacher. You heard me talk to Luke about the bunts. You were big off the mound. So talk about that. You've been a pitcher. You pitched a lot of innings over your high school, college, now amateur career. What is going through your mind when that bunt's up in the air? Today specifically, you got to get off the mound clean, keep yourself so you can get back on the mound so you don't hurt yourself. So talk about what goes through your mind when you see that ball in the air like that.
Whenever I see a bunt, I'm jumping off the mound as fast as possible because I know I can get to it. But that one just gave me a little bit extra time, get under it, and caught it. Caught it, which is
goal one, right? Get the out. It turned out that was a big out, if I remember right. Maybe a double play came next, or no, you had two on at that point, right? So you had kind of fell behind it early in the inning and then able to get out of it. So, that turned out to be kind of a pivotal point. I look at the scoreboard. I mean, they threw up a 0 in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, so you shut them down after that. And it looked like you were kind of maybe starting to cook there a little bit towards the end. Just talk about how your arm was feeling fresh in those last 3 innings of the game.
Most of that's just the thrill. Keep going. Got to go as long as you can. Yeah.
Obviously, it goes without saying, a big run in the top of the 8th, right? You're able then to take the mound in the 8th and 9th inning with the lead. What was going through your mind there? Just, trying to close this game out. You had just pitched an inning on Wednesday, and now you go the full, complete game tonight. What was going through your mind those last 2 innings?
I was just trying to throw strikes. Getting deep in the game, then your arm starts to get a little bit tired. Just got to throw strikes, let your defense start doing work, and miracles will happen.
So perhaps we'll see what happens, but you're not throwing Friday, probably not on Saturday, and we'll see what happens after that. So you got some time now to rest up. What do you do to keep your arm, kind of rejuvenate that arm from now until the next time out?
You just got to kind of keep throwing just every day, do some bands, keep your arm loose, fresh.
Yeah. Well, they're going to need you. Yep. So it's all hands on deck now that you're in the playoffs, battling for a state championship. How about this? I'll give you the microphone first. Maybe tell your brother something nice. We'll start with that as he's out at maybe finished by now, but tell him something nice.
Congrats. You finally did it. How does it feel?
Best 6 years of his life, right? Yeah. All right. Now I'm Caleb Kromenacher, and I'm in the house. I'll count you down. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Caleb Kromenacher, and I'm in the house.
Congratulations. Nice game today. That was really good. You got it. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. The Marshfield Chaparrals are the 2020 Dairyland League champions. They will play either Friday or Saturday. I know they're hoping for Saturday, but we'll see. Seed meeting will take place. 12 teams. They all got to get slotted somewhere. Only the top 4 will have a bye on Friday. You'll find those first at ZaleskiSports.com sometime tomorrow afternoon. We'll break that news as we'll be on that call, and we'll hop off and give you everything that we know about it. Until then, we're back on the air live on Tuesday at 5:15 from Witter Field. It'll be the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers and the Plover Ball Club. We'll talk to you then. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on Tuesday. I can hold that look for a while. All right, nice job, everybody.